guys, it's Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, and welcome to our new studio sneak peek, part 2. So some of you probably remember, I want to say approximately 2 months ago, we actually did a video that showed some plans, some photo 3D renderings of what our new studio in construction is going to look like. The studio is actually approximately a week and a half at the most from being completely finished. I've even purchased a ton of furniture that's, sitting and waiting with multiple different outlets and furniture stores for the studio. So I'm going to walk you guys out of my house, across my lot to our other lot, and I'm going to show you guys kind of the layout of what's constructed and exactly what we're kind of envisioning. Of course, in probably the next 2 to 3 weeks before the end of another 30 days, we'll do an actual studio tour once I get everything in there and outfitted. But anyways, without further ado, let's walk outside and I'll show you guys what we got going on outside and what's to come. Before we do that, safety first, I'm going to throw on my trusty hard hat that was actually sent to me from Nextiva some months back. And then we're going to go ahead and see what we got going on over there. So let's go check it out. So you're actually looking at my new office right now. I actually moved not too long ago. And this is the office that you're staring at. As you can see outside, we've got this lot where my house is, but next door, as you can see, I've got a really barren lot over there, which is practically a war zone, and that's where the studio is. So we're going to float out there really quick, and I'm going to show you guys what we got going on out there. So you can see a little bit of the war zone going on out there and what we got. A little bit of the studio. Let's head outside. My dogs are going to probably absolutely lose it when they see me. It's morning, so they're probably like, hey, come see me, come pay attention. Normally I don't tie my dogs up, but because this place is a bit dangerous with a lot of the stuff going on and construction's only about another week or so, week and a half, I figured it's safe, better safe than sorry. It's actually a really nice day out here. I decided to go ahead and let the dogs off just for a few, get them to chill out a bit. So now you're looking at my front gate. This is the house, the next door studio. We're actually pretty excited about this because in the past I've had to do all kind of prep work. It's always taken me close to an hour, if not more, to turn the office into a studio when I want to record, and then turn the studio back into an office when I'm ready to go back to normal work, normal YouTube or video creation work. And this is going to be nice because, my office is here, in the house, and then right next door is the studio. So to be able to just get up, go over there late nights, early mornings, everything set up is going to be an actual real treat, which I'm pretty excited about. So if you go inside here, we'll head inside and I'll show you guys around. I'll show you kind of what we got going on here, and there's so much mud. Okay, so we're at the front door of the studio, which is basically a small house. This right here is essentially the living room. Let me back up a bit so you guys can see this. We're thinking about putting a couch or something here, maybe a cube organizer or a short shelf right here. I'm gonna do some different colors, right back here I'm thinking about some sort of a blue. Over here, maybe a red or something, because you got to figure each camera angle is only really going to be able to get one wall or a corner of two walls. So we're going to switch it up a bit. We're going to definitely have some different colors throughout. So this is the living room. Probably put a television or something in here so that we can do interviews with C-level executives, interviews with customers, interviews with other top, sales and customer support representatives with the different companies, some sort of thing where I can be on camera, but we can also interview people virtually, Now, I have had people that have actually asked, specifically from Vonage and even Nextiva at the time of this video, if they could fly down, when things change a bit with the pandemic, when things become a little safer, and actually do live interviews. And the answer was, of course you can. So we're even thinking as time progresses, we're going to have some actual interviews here. But anyways, more of the tour. Like I said, this is basically the living room area here is what it is. Let's flip around. And this over here is a very small kitchen. Obviously, because I already have a house next door, and this is just a very small house for video recording, purposes. We're probably going to just use this for storage over here. But this is where kitchen sink cabinets, all that would go, very small. We did things a little different because I didn't want the bathroom to be constantly in view of shot. So the bathroom is actually kind of behind the kitchen here. Very small bathroom, but that's what this is going to be here. So kitchen, living room, front door. Got a couple of windows here. We haven't decided if we're going to frost these or put any blinds on these. We're thinking they'll bring in just enough light. However, let's talk about light. So we're going to be putting in, for those of you who've watched our past videos, you probably noticed that we tried to step up our game as time has progressed. And lighting has always been a big issue for us. I think lighting is a big issue for anybody in video creation these days. We're going to put these huge LED panels that are going to be these giant rectangular, high wattage LED panels in the ceiling here. So our lighting is going to improve significantly once this is all done. Heading into the other two rooms right here, we've got our electrical, actually, I'm sorry, that's not our electrical panel. This is where my network stuff is going to go, like internet, switch, PoE switch that's coming from the ceiling. I put it up high so that nobody can hit it going back and forth. But that's essentially what this is going to be and what this is. So when you get to this part, this is essentially like a small hallway is kind of what this is. Teeing off from the living room to my left and also from the bathroom and the kitchen on the right. You got two rooms here. Now one of these rooms is mine, which I'm going to turn all four walls into like a set. Probably switch it up with 2 or 3 different colors in here. I've got a big cube organizer that I ordered for this room, as well as kind of like a one-on-one interview to seats and coffee table, which is kind of cool. Even though I'll be like talking in that a little bit, sometimes it'll give us the option to have somebody who's actually here that wants to do interviews. But it's also a nice spot where I can talk and do virtual interviews with folks as well. So this is going to be my actual room. Let me hop back to this corner and see if you guys can get. It's probably hard for you guys to kind of get the full idea of how big this place is. It's more than big enough to have several different sets for video recording, but this is one wall here. I've got a back patio door here that looks off into a view that's in my backyard, which is actually really, really pretty, which I'll show you guys in a second. But I'm thinking this is going to be a sliding patio door, and I'm actually going to frost this. I'm going to have them put like a film over that to diffuse most of the light coming in, but to still allow a little bit of light coming in, even though we're going to have plenty of artificial studio lighting in here. So that is this room here, which is going to be my main recording room, outside of the living room, which will have a couch and all that. But in here is where we're going to do things like, hardware reviews, me just talking and maybe doing viewer commentary, Q&A and things like that, and just talking general topics like how to do this, things to look out for, so on and so forth. But that's essentially what this is I'm going to probably put the cube organizer there. I'm going to color this wall one color. I'm going to color this wall another color. I'm going to have like the 2 little chairs and the coffee table over here, but we'll switch it up. You guys will see. It's going to be real nice. So here is actually that view that I told you guys about. Even though my window here is going to be frosted, there'll probably be some times where I can go outside and switch it up a bit and give you guys a little bit of nature, when I'm talking about something. So, like I said, we'll end up switching it up some, but check out that view back there in the back of the studio. Leaving my room, there is a second room. This is a 2-bedroom small house. And for those of you who may or may not know, my wife actually has her own YouTube channel as well, which I will actually put in the description, and I'll try to tag in this video at the time when I'm talking about this if you guys want to check it out. It doesn't have anything to do with technology like mine, but it's more of like a cause, for, animal advocacy and things like that. But I won't go into the details of what it is. You guys will have to go check out her channel to see what it's all about and see what she does. But this is another room. This is going to be essentially her room where she's going to have her own stuff. I'm going to let her paint it any way that she wants and put her own furniture and things like that in here for whatever she wants to do. So the only difference between this room and the next one, which is mine is a little bit bigger, but mine has to be a little bit bigger because it actually has a closet that's going to be going in it. For those of you who've watched previous videos, you know that we do a lot of unboxings, and you know that I've got boxes piling up left and right. So I specifically requested a closet with some makeshift shelves in it so that I can actually store this stuff a little bit better and catalog things a little bit better. But same setup. She's going to have the big LED panel in here like I'm going to have in my room. Actually, the living room and both of these filming rooms are going to have the huge LED panel up here. And then, of course, we've got our own artificial lighting like Elgatos and ring lights and all that kind of stuff. So lighting is going to improve significantly. Now we're in the back of the studio here. I mean, it's not much to see. It's the back of a studio. I'll back up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more of it and get kind of an idea of the scale and size of this thing. But now you're looking at the back of the studio. You know, it's a pretty symmetrical thing. We tried to design it to the same look and feel of our actual new home. And we're actually going to keep the same color scheme as well. So I'll go to the front and let you guys see kind of what the new house looks like, so you'll kind of get an idea of what the color scheme is going to look like in tandem with what you saw in the 3D renderings in the, you know, studio sneak peek part 1 that we did. All right, so now you're looking at the studio in the front. So studio here, we tried to go with the same kind of slanted roof look that our house actually has. Even though the house is a bit more elaborate, color scheme is going to be the same with the white, the special green that we've got, which I believe is actually called safflower, that paint, and then the gray that we've got as well. And there's a black up there in our house as well. My wife actually picked out all these colors, but my only request to my builders, which is a different builder for the studio, was to make the colors look exactly the same. So they're going to look pretty much identical. But anywho, thank you so much for watching this quick tour. We are actually super excited, guys. We've got some big things planned, not only internally with our internal team, who some of them are going to be showing up as guest appearances in a lot of videos, but also we've got a lot of collaboration that's coming down the pipe that we've been talking about for months, but saying, hey, we want to hold off until the new studio's done, with a lot of the voice over IP service providers, UCaaS service providers, even contact center service providers. We're even talking about things like CEO and C-level executive interviews with some of the, you know, industry leaders at a lot of the different businesses and service providers that you guys hear us talk about on the channel. So this is a big move for us, and we're actually super excited. If you're watching this video and you found it helpful, smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got a goal of trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of 2021. You guys do me a favor. In the comments below, for those of you who frequent the channel or you're new to the channel and you've been watching my videos, tell me what types of videos you'd like to see more of, or tell me what types of new videos and ideas you'd like to see us doing once we get into this new studio. It's right around the corner. Right now, at the time of this video, it's August. We will be in this studio before the end of August. The flooring actually goes down into this thing this upcoming Monday, and the paint, I think, goes on Tuesday or Wednesday, so we're super close. Tell me what you guys want us to do more of, what you'd like to see, you know, that's new, and then we'll see if it makes sense, and we'll do it from there. So again, thanks for watching this video. As always, this is Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, your go-to guy for the best deals on business phone and internet service in the United States. I'll catch you guys again in the next video.